as you make yourself comfortable and begin to relax. Maybe noticing the rhythm of your breathing, the gentle flow of the air as you breathe in and breathe out. And with every breath, you can just allow yourself to relax just a little more, feeling any tension just flow away on the ebb and flow of your breathing. And wherever you're listening right now, you might notice how even small shifts in attention become invitations to turn inwards. The gentle way the sunlight plays across a window, or the subtle hum of the background sounds, all contributing to this easy, deep relaxation. And it's interesting the way an afternoon breeze can find its own path into a room, moving softly around what's ever there, never forcing, just making space. And some people discover that as you allow your awareness to drift inwards, there's a way to become curious about what's comfortable, what's new, and what simply is in this very moment. And perhaps that's already happening for you in your own way as you listen deeply. And it's interesting how an open window can reveal a fascinating story of its own with each passing breath, drawing in air and letting it settle, carrying warmth or coolness, faint traces of something wild and something familiar. And you can follow the gentle rhythm of your own breathing, becoming aware of how easy it is to let thoughts glide, like curtains swaying in that open window, sometimes barely moving. And just as a room can begin to feel softer, filled with shifting light and shadow, your mind can explore new corners, places that have always been a part of you, perhaps waiting for this very kind of gentle attention. And in that quiet space, wherein a landscapes unfold, you might begin to notice that, much like a room embracing the sun's warmth after winter, each person can welcome new experiences of self in their own time. And there's something curious about even the faintest current, a current of air, a current of memory, a current of hope, can bring change, undetected at first, then suddenly obvious. And just think for a moment of an old house. Every creak and echo carries a story. Every window remembers the touch of rain and the glow of a sunrise. And sometimes people are taught to close the shutters tightly, convinced that certain rooms are better left in shadow. Yet when the wind is just right, a forgotten latch gives way and the door swings open to reveal bright possibilities. And it's possible to let your natural feelings arrive without a need to judge, control, or deny. After all, a house is meant to be lived in, every part meant to be seen, touched, and loved. With each breath, you can release old stories that never belonged to you and realize that you're free to honor what's true right now. Sexuality, like sunlight, is simply a part of life, naturally woven into the fabric, sometimes quiet, sometimes vivid. There's no need to carve out what's already yours, no need to struggle against tides that are, after all, part of the wider sea. And perhaps you can notice the ways that comfort expands whenever you choose to let yourself feel, just as a room gradually fills with color after a long grey season. And as you sense the breeze of self-acceptance move through you before settling, remember, every authentic feeling has its place and time. And you may even discover new acceptance unfolding as you gently allow yourself to bring warmth to old hidden parts of yourself, understanding that every experience belongs to the story of who you are becoming. And sometime, perhaps soon or perhaps later, you can imagine turning towards the world, much as that open window faces the changing sky, feeling a new sense of ease, knowing that your sexuality can be simply, quietly accepted, part of what makes you real and whole, just as daylight completes each room. And when you feel ready, just allow the awareness of this room, your own body, and the gentle pulse of the world around you become a little more defined. Notice any lingering sensations where you are sitting or reclining, the press of the surface beneath you, the cool, warm air on your skin. Let the sounds around you float gently back. Doors, footsteps, perhaps laughter from afar, each bringing you more into the present. With each breath, let more energy return, joining a sense of peace, so that you can move forwards comfortably, bringing new acceptance with you. And maybe you even notice a subtle brightness in your mind, or a quiet certainty as you open your eyes now, returning fully to the here and now. And in the days ahead, you may find yourself surprised by growing comfort, perhaps in moments when you least expect it. You'll notice that it's easier to be kind to yourself, or to welcome thoughts and feelings without tightening up inside, and allow new possibilities to unfold at just the right pace for you. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. You've done something meaningful for yourself. And if you'd like, you can explore these feelings again whenever you choose. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.